Praise the Lord, everyone. First and foremost, giving honor to God, who's the head of my life, to my leaders, apostles, and teachers, and right into this video. So I'll be coming from Judges 16, and Judges 16 talks about the Samson and Delilah. I love reading about the story of Samson and Delilah, and we've all at least once experienced a Delilah in our life. The devil will use anybody if that person lets him. A Delilah can come in any shape or form, whether it's friends, co-workers, family, whoever and whatever is open to be used by the enemy. Samson was born for a purpose, to be a Nazarite to God and deliver Israel out of the hands of the Philistines. Being a Nazarite, you can't cut or shave your head. When we read, you see that Delilah, she kept asking Samson where his strength lies. And each time he tells her something different, she goes out and does what he states that might give away his strength. And it doesn't work each time. That was the biggest red flag Samson ignored. And one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in my life is keeping Delilahs in my life. They gave people the benefit of the doubt, stayed with them because of their potential, ignore red flags. And just because someone's smiling in your face and wants to be your friend or put on a show like they are for you, deep down they're really not. And the enemy will send and use whoever in life to distract you or to make you stumble. Don't ignore the gut feeling or the red flags. Some people are out on assignments to ruin destinies, to make people, stumble and fall, to get you to sin. And I had to learn in my life, which is my biggest lesson, is to cut people off. No matter the little bond that you made with them, if they're going to cause you to sin or be a distraction or a separation, cut them off. Learn that it's easier to do it right at the beginning. Don't wait. We always have to pray and ask God who is for us and who is not. The enemy is so persistent and study us to where he knows where our weak spot is. So Delilah kept pressing Samson to tell her, and she always say, if you love me, if you tell me. And I'm sure we've all heard that before in toxic relationships. Then he told her the secret, and we all know what happened. She told the Philistines, they paid her and gouged out his eyes and bound him and made him stand against two pillars. And just to make it short, killed them at the end and took all of them down with him. Now, we can't get detoured because the enemy sends and brings things or people in life that is like Delilah. But we have to stay the course and don't be afraid to cut people off and to do things to make sure you're safe in your walk. Pray my stay in the Lord. Thank you.